Okay, looks like my audio is good. But for some reason the game switched to windowed mode. Alright, so thank you for coming today. So last time we left off playing with Carl. We had defeated all four of the Lord-bearing souls. The Four Kings, Seath the Scaleless, the Bed of Chaos, which was formerly the Witch of Izalith, and Nito, the First of the Dead. So with all four of them defeated, we can gain access to the resting place of the First Flame, the one where the Lord Souls came from in the first place, and which originally enabled Gwyn and his buddies to, Gwyn and his buddies to overthrow the Everlasting Dragons. But before we do that, how's my stuff? Level 12 crossbow. I was considering remaking it. How much do I have in terms of so I got 8 of those, 6 of those, which is a good number, but I don't think that's quite enough to max it out. I picked up the large flame ember. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Before we actually move on to the final boss, I was going to show you where to find a couple of useful things. Hang on, do I still have that ring on? Yes, I do. Good. Alright, so we are going to, first and foremost, we're going to go to the Daughter of Chaos. Oh yeah, and we gotta, before we take on the final boss, we actually have to talk to Solaire one more time, so he'll show up. But first, I mentioned that there was another ember that you could give to Vamos for upgrading fire weapons, and that's the Chaos Ember. And now that we have the the lava-proof ring, the orange charred ring, we can get to the Chaos Ember, and I'm debating if I want to actually upgrade my crossbow for elemental damage or just leave it. Because obviously I don't want it to do magic or divine damage because I haven't scaled in faith or in intelligence with Carl. Because Carl is not a magic man, he just needs his crossbow and claymore, trusty weapons. And I also found out that Evelyn, the multi-shot crossbow, is not where I thought it was. It was in a different part of the Duke's archives, and I was misremembering it. So they didn't move it for the remastered version. It was just somewhere where I thought it was not. So we're going to grab a few things before we take on the final boss today, and then, because I said there was a couple of things, some unanswered questions left in this playthrough, if you have not played this game before. Fuck, okay. That's fine, we got it. So we got some souls, but more importantly, this one over here right in the middle of the lava. And if you do it properly, you can set yourself up to suicide for that if you want to get it earlier in the game. And cheese Ceaseless Discharge right after you've beaten Quelaag. It's really easy to get that super, so long as you're not afraid of dying and losing whatever souls or humanity you have at the time. Oh, no, you know what? Well, let's just go straight across while we're here. Carl does not fear your lava. Carl is perfectly okay with all of this. Ow. go... What are my stats at? Like, it's obviously going to be more than good enough for New Game Plus, but... Just see. Okay, so I was almost at 40 endurance. Which is good. I wonder if that invasion will still happen. Nope, doesn't look like it. Probably because I already beat the boss here. This is an NPC invasion. But typically, once you've beaten the boss of an area, you can't be invaded there anymore. Let's tag this bonfire. Get my health back. So really, the only place left that I can be invaded is the kiln of the first flame, which people will do. Just like they like to troll the early parts of the game, they also like to... and not all of them are trolls, I'll admit. Some of them are looking for a late-game fight. Usually the easiest way to tell if they're a troll is if they kill you without giving you a chance to actually fight back. Shins! Bye-bye. And we're just gonna avoid that schmutz, because it's gross. Excuse me? Pardon me. So we've got the Chaos Flame Ember, and maybe I will. Well, no, because I'd have to downgrade my crossbow back to a +5 to turn it into a flame weapon. And I think I have enough green titanite that I could actually make it into a +5 fire weapon. And then I have those chunks, so I could potentially take it pretty high. Ah, there you are. So yeah, so he comes here whether or not you've opened that secret passage, but since we came here first and got the sunlight maggot, he's safe.
Was it all a lie? Have I done this all for nothing? Oh, my dear son. What now? What should I do? My son. My dear, dear son.
So yeah, Solaire's a little bummed out, but he will actually, now that he doesn't have to worry about getting possessed by a demon maggot driving him crazy, his mood will improve. What else? Was that? No, I had all of the red titanite chunks that we could get easily. So I guess we'll see what we can do for upgrading the crossbow, because we don't have any regular titanite chunks left, and it doesn't scale with stats, so just putting it up to regular +15 might not actually be as good. Well, we still don't, we couldn't do it any better as a lightning weapon either, because we don't have yeah, we just have the one slab. We do have the blue and red and white slabs, but again, we don't want to use it as a divine weapon. Actually, no, I don't have enough chunks to take my Zweihander up to +10 divine, unfortunately. I have a lot of Twinkling Titanite, but I'm not using any Lord Soul based weapons. I haven't actually converted any of, or that's Demon Titanite. The boss souls are upgraded with, or yeah, no, I had that right. Twinkling Titanite for unique weapons, Demon Titanite for weapons made from boss souls. And I gave the soul of Artorias to Cioran. Some humanity, because a lot of the enemies down here dropped a lot. Yeah, just debating the upgrade path for that crossbow. But I think... yeah, I think a flame... well, a chaos weapon would do more fire damage, but I think actually a +10 flame weapon would be better, because it would be less useless against things that have fire resistance or immunity. So, yeah, let's see if we can get to a +10 flaming crossbow. But first, in order to do that, we gotta go to the catacombs and actually give the embers to Vamos. So let's see what we can do with that. And if we don't manage to take it all the way to a +10 flame weapon, oh well. Claymore's really kind of the more, well, the better weapon in general. But the crossbow has been really, really useful, and I'm glad I tried out this crossbow combo.
Why, is that an ember from New Londo? legendary witch. I know. Suppose you left that Emma with me. Old Ramos would never let you down. No, not ever. Yes, splendid. Splendid indeed. My, oh my. You precious little thing.
Okay, so we are going to revert my crossbow +5, and then we are going to turn it to the fire upgrade path, and then we're going to reinforce. Where is it? So when you're upgrading a oh crap, I'm not even going to have enough green Titanite shards. Well, shit. That kind of sucks. Okay, well, there is a fix we can do for that. You don't sell them, do you? No. Okay, but I will buy a few more homeward bones because those are useful. And I said more ammo while I'm here. Not quite that much. Damn it. 157. Did I just hit I just hit cancel. God, I am batting 1,000 today. 132. 157. There we go. And then just however many more heavy bolts I can get. Perfect. Oh, you know what I should have done? Bought some lightning bolts from the giant oh well.
If that'll be all, then be gone with you. You'll spoil my focus.
Okay. Well, I know a place where we can get some more green Titanite and red Titanite chunks, if I'm very, very careful. And it was a place I was planning to show you for Siegmeyer's quest, because it's the place where, at the end of it, he does finally meet up with Sieglein again. Unfortunately, we screwed it up in Lost Izalith. But anyway, we will go... I guess Daughter of Chaos is the closest. So we are going to go to the Great Hollow. And hopefully grab one, at least one, because I know there's 2 red Titanite chunks in there. And then we can grab some green along the way. But first, I will need rusted iron ring. There it is. So on we go. And then whatever souls we have left after this, maybe I can buy some lightning bolts and try them out. Lightning bolts on a fire crossbow. That'll be interesting. Does ammunition have a damage value, or does... Yeah, it does. Yes. Oh, I do have some lightning bolts. I have 10 of them. And they do... Oh, wow. So 38 plus 78 lightning. And they still do some physical damage. Okay. That should be interesting to see the combined effect of a fire crossbow with lightning bolts. I want to see that, actually. Compare that to the heavy bolts, maybe. And that one's probably still still my message from... And nobody's upvoted it all this time. Well, I guess everybody's seen that joke by now. Onward! Okay. Let's go this way. Around those guys. I'm still probably... Actually, just to be on the safe side here. I'm probably still gonna get poisoned at some point, but... Oh hey, there's an item over there I never grabbed. Yeah, there it is. Oh well. Hello there. So, let's go and grab that, because why not? And while we're here, we can just tag this bonfire real quick. I do have a spare humanity floating, which is nice. Yeah. There was really no way to avoid getting poisoned, so some more souls. So we got the plus 15 claymore, which is nice. But we're also... actually, forget the rusted iron ring. I need a drop rate increase. Speaking of, just because I don't want to be at this the whole time. Because we have the leeches. Remind me. Oh no, that's right. This one. Okay, there we go. You know, I actually should have paid some attention to the damage values that I was putting out with the regular crossbow to compare to the fire crossbow. But since it doesn't have stat scaling, that's why it should probably be better with the elemental, because elemental properties also don't scale with stats. So instead you just have a higher base damage value, but the element is potentially resisted by some things. Like most of the demons, and that's part of the reason why I didn't go for the Chaos weapon, because it has a higher proportionate amount of fire damage compared to the physical damage of just the regular fire upgrade tree. So if I can kill just one, so if I can just get one drop from these guys, it'll be worth 5 green Titanite shards. And I think I showed these guys off earlier on in the game, just to make a point of where you could farm for large shards or green shards as you needed them. Hey now. I think it locked onto his tail there. Oh. Oh. Come on, I just need one drop. Oh, I think that's... There we go. Green? No, large. Hey now. Behave yourself, will ya? Oh, there's one. Bingo. Okay, that's what I needed. And now that we're here, we can mosey along. And actually, we can put the rusted iron ring back on just so this doesn't take forever. Because we got the drop we needed. So, where is it? There. And then we got... Ow. Rude. Come on now. And since we're probably going to be spilling over into New Game Plus today, one thing I will mention is that key items do not carry over into New Game Plus, but just about everything else does. And furthermore, kindled bonfires will carry over into New Game Plus. So if you spent any humanity kindling a bonfire, it sticks around until New Game Plus. However, the rite of kindling does not. So if you want to, at the end of a New Game playthrough, go around and jack up every bonfire to give you 20 Estus, with the humanity you've collected up to that point, you can do so, and then you won't ever have to worry about it again. I don't really have that much humanity, but here we are in the Great Hollow. Now I just have to remember which drops are the right ones to get the red chunks. Oh, first, we're gonna... Oh, that was close. I'm gonna grab the Chloranthe ring. Alright, pop down here. Into this ledge. Yeah. So, this area is basically all about maintaining or tanking fall damage in the correct way. Or oh yeah, and there's basilisks. Who may have fire resistance. Or maybe it's just those squid things, the eel leech things were weak. Once again, crossbow comes in handy against these assholes. Okay. Now, I think I only need one of the red Titanite. I just don't remember which drops specifically lead to those. But if you misstep your jump, you're gonna die. Period. There's too many places where you can just slip off. Okay, white chunk. Yeah, this place is littered with Titanite chunks in varying colors. Blue, white, and red. I was hoping I would remember properly where one of the red ones... Oh, maybe that's it. Am I lucky? Nope, blue. Okay. I can't slip under there to go back up. Yeah, because anytime you make the wrong fall, you'll either die or have to use a bone to get back to the bonfire at the top. And it's not a oh, wait, maybe it's this one. Gently. Yeah, perfect. Alright, so we should be able to complete... Hey now. Yeah, and there's some more basilisks. Cool. And then right here, there is a ladder. Slide down. Just be careful of your footing. And there's somebody got petrified. There's another somebody got petrified. Sucks to be them. I'm just gonna avoid overdoing it here. I want to get to the bottom safely. And show you, I think, the last covenant in the game. Yeah, that one you have to drop to carefully from up there, and I don't remember how to get the footing right, so I'm just gonna leave it. And then there's that one on the mushrooms in the middle there. I think I can get to this one? Maybe? And, oh, hey, a regular Titanite chunk. That's always nice. I totally... Oh, cool. I can one-shot them. That's nice. Yeah, so we got more mushrooms. Oh, maybe I did hit it partly with the plunging. No, this one's actually taking some damage from something else. They always make that sound when they die. And don't forget that the big ones can punch you stupidly hard and kill you. And they also have kind of a proportionately high amount of health for mushroom people. Actually, are they weak to fire at all? No, they are not. So let's be careful. Okay, that's two. And here's the third one. And the Chloranthy ring that I picked up has the same effect as the Grass Crest shield and the Mask of a Child, where it increases the regeneration speed of your stamina. I don't believe that any of them stack, so any one of them will do, and that's partly the reason why I'm wearing the Child Mask, because Carl needs no shield. Yeah, so there's a fog down here, but it does not lead to a boss. However, down here in Ashen Lake, or Ash Lake, there is... where is it? Oh, I guess you can't see it until you get through the log. There's another Hydra down here. And while it's not a boss, it would be remiss of me not to kill it. And there is a bonfire down here. It's kind of a worthless bonfire, but because you can't warp to it like the other one that's down here near the Covenant. But it does give you a spawn point that can get you back to the Hydra without having to fall. And killing the Hydra will get you a dragon scale. This is a non-essential... Oh, damn, just look at the whole thing. Now, this Hydra is also tougher than the one at the lake. You see it's taking less damage. Yeah, and if you get hit by those, it becomes a pain in the ass to try and actually hit it back. As the heads start to pull back before you can get up. So we're just gonna keep poking it. Well, hit something. Yeah, that does. But as you can see, the heads aren't just flying off like they were on the one up at the lake. And in fact, even towards the bottom of its health, it never goes down to just one head. And that was me fucking up. It will start to lose heads, just nowhere near as quickly, and not until you're at about half of its health. But it's fine, we got this. Okay, there goes a head. Come on. Well, I got a hit. Ow. I don't know if that actually connected or not. My dodge roll button is not doing its job properly. That or my timing is shit. Which I'm not going to rule out the possibility that it's my timing being shit. Is such as the... Ow. Yeah, you do want to be careful not to die while you're fighting it, though. And furthermore, that water is deep enough that the rusted iron ring is helpful to have on. Bugger. And like the other Hydra, if you get too close to the edge, you'll fall in the water and die. Though, in this case, it's actually a lot easier to spot the edge. Alright, one more. But yeah, you can see over the course of that fight, it only lost one head. I've made it lose more than one head before. I think it was just because I kept poking it with the crossbow instead of actually attacking the heads. Just mainly because I could. So, a dragon scale. Oh, somebody lit a bonfire. And in addition to the location where Seath Fiscalis is and his clams, there are more clams down here, and like the ones in the Dukes or in the Crystal Cave, they will drop both Twinkling Titanite and Purging Stones, and they respawn. So, if you want more Twinkling Titanite and don't want to pay the price of the giant blacksmith for it, you can come down here or go to the Duke's the Crystal Cave. Ow. I think these guys actually aren't quite as strong as those ones. They may be exactly the same, or they might not be. I actually don't know. We got a big skull down here. Who do you think it belonged to? Ow. Yep. Bug. Yeah, you can't really tell because of the lack of particle effect whether or not they drop something until you walk into the dead shell and check. But yeah, there's also dragon scales down here if you need some for upgrading a dragon weapon or ranking up in this covenant we're about to find. So there's another one. And Priscilla's tail, if you cut that off and take it, is also classified as a dragon weapon. So it requires dragon scales to be upgraded. So a bit of a long, winding path. Now, note that though this path is here, if you fail to kill the Hydra back there, it will actually re-emerge in the water closer. So you can run past it, but it'll follow you. Hello, Basilisk. Goodbye, Basilisk. I don't think... It's been a while since I've been non-beef jerky Carl for this long, come to think of it. Watch that curse. And we have another mushroom. We also have an item up there. I honestly have no idea how to get to it. Ow. Ow. Jump. Okay, there we go. Lousy mushroom. Yeah, I am afraid I don't know how to get to that item and can't demonstrate it for you. I don't even know what it is. But if you come out back here, you're back on the shore. On the opposite side. Oh, wait a minute. Can you get onto that branch and climb up? Almost looks like you should be able to, but it's beyond the edge of the safe water. Okay. More twinkling titanite. I'm not going to object to that. Now you got to be careful with that one because of that sandbank it's sitting in. You can only really get out of that one direction if you fall into it. Alright, and continuing along this merry winding path, which does have some ground around it. Oops. There we go. Tabbed out for a second. So yeah, and be careful along this path as well, because that you can fall in and die as well. But now we're here. Behold the last of the everlasting dragons. So the everlasting dragons that Gwyn and company fought against in the opening narration, there was one who survived. There's other dragon-like and dragonid creatures throughout the world, but this is the last true everlasting dragon. And if you pray to him, you can enter the Dragon Covenant. The dragon eye you use to leave a summon sign that people can summon you as a phantom, and if you manage to kill them when they've summoned you in that capacity, you get more dragon scales. And the dragon headstone gives you a dragon for a head. It's a consumable item, but it's multi-use. And lastly, if you come behind the everlasting dragon, it's got a tail sticking out for you, which you can cut off for a dragon greatsword. And he doesn't seem to mind for whatever reason. Alright, so that's taken care of. Let's go to our friend the giant blacksmith. And it's dark here because we destroyed the illusory Guinevere and then killed Gwendolyn. But at least there's no more illusions, no more phony demons, or big hulking giant knights. What is my weight capacity? Can I get some better pants, maybe? 15 points. Okay, so so let's see, half of that is 45 plus 1.8, so 46.8. So 23.4. So 23.4 is me. 7.6 more that I could wear in terms of weight, so... do we have anything that's better than these? So 7.6 more weight. And we're not going to see that on gloves. What about pants? Sorry, what do these weigh? 1.8. 0.4. It's the heaviest stuff I've got here. 7.6, 10.4. Okay, so the Guardian leggings, Havel's leggings, and Stone leggings would all be too heavy to keep mid-roll. But the Golem leggings. Nope, that's down to medium, so let's try something else. What about Paladin leggings? Those are lighter. Hey, I can fast roll in them. Sweet. Giant blacksmith. How do you do?
Hello, forge I can, strong I am.
Okay, so we are gonna buy... Actually, first... Come on, where is it? Okay, we'll upgrade that. And then we will purchase... Oh, he sells Green Titanite. I didn't remember that. Giant leggings. 9.7, isn't that what the... You know what, let's buy those. And then Moonlight Arrows do magic damage. But we were looking at lightning bolts. How many can I buy? Really? That's it? Okay, well, I'll buy a few and try them out. But anyway, next... Actually... I think that's gonna take... Yep. Does his tail grow back? It does, yeah. So, that's kind of your proof that the Everlasting Dragons are, without a number of specific things, essentially invincible. So, you can chop off his tail, it grows back, you can shoot him, it won't do any damage. Like Seath before you destroyed his immortality crystal. Back to the catacombs, we're going to put the crossbow up to fire plus 10. And then the other thing about chaos weapons is that they scale with humanity, so you have to maintain 10 soft humanity at all times to really get the most out of them.
Why, you have an ember, do you? Ah, forget about it. I don't deal with that kind. What has gone wrong with embers these days?
Anyway, modify equipment to plus 6 fire. And then reinforce. Oh, I need souls. Hang on. Doi. Thankfully, I saved a few. So, not with that. That might actually be enough. Now I can just go to the bonfire and reinforce for myself. Oh yeah, it's faster going. And plus 9, and slab for plus 10. We had exactly enough. Okay. So, now we have the heavy bolts and the lightning bolts. So let's find something to compare those. How about... was there anything else I wanted to do before we took on the final boss? Oh, that's right. I wanted to get the multi-shot crossbow just so that I could have it for comparison. comparison for myself. And also to make up for the fact that I didn't show where it was before. Oh, before I go any further, I forgot to give a shout out. I got another follower, my friend Mina. Decided to follow me. She's under the handle Halo Reach 31 here on Steam, so thank you very much for the follow, Mina. Alright, so in order to get the Evelyn, it's a bit tricky. You have to go to... I think it's here? No, hold on, I gotta be up higher. Ah, easy, easy. Ow! Ah, it hurt. Whoa. Okay. Let's not get crazy here, people. Got him. Okay. Ow! Okay, let's see. With a heavy bolt, 105 damage. The lightning bolt, 104 damage. I wonder if they're lightning resistant. Or maybe they're fire resistant. Well, no, the lightning bolt did less damage than a regular bolt, which would have been fire elemental. Which probably means they are lightning resistant. Takes care of him. Man, I just got shit flying at me every which way. Ooh. Okay. So, let's see here. The heavy bolts are 64, that's 38 plus 78. So the lightning bolts have more base damage. Okay, so the way to get to the Evelyn... Oh shit, I didn't heal, so I'm probably gonna fuck this up. Nope, that's gonna kill me. Shit. I should have healed. I probably could have survived that fall. But yeah, in order to get to the crossbow, you do have to time that while it's moving. Oh, get this shit out of my way. You, thank you. I hate that shoulder check so much. Can't parry it. It's got such a low wind up that you can't. That unless you're already got your shield out, it's gonna hit you. And Carl does not have, nor need, a shield. Claymore's pretty good though. Nice easy two-step combo there. Mercifully, it seems to have dropped my souls. Oh my god. Yeah, because this... now I'm not going to be able to... Shit. I'm going to have to do this over again. And that's part of the other reason why this is annoying. Whoa. Probably going to have a harder time doing this than fighting the final boss. Ow. Damn it. Cut that out. Don't fucking do that, please. Come on, guys. Like, you just have that perfectly down to fuck with me, huh? Anyway. Sit down. So now, we gotta turn this back around. Oops. Okay, that... Not quite what... Are you serious? Well, that's just dumb. Like, that's stupid. Well, I got the things turn back around, so... for fuck's sake. Just go away. That's all I want. I want you to go away. Because I'm not here to deal with you or your bullshit. I'm here for an item that's tricky, and you're just being assholes. Are you fucking serious? That is some bullshit. And that was fucking 10 humanity gone. God damn, that was fucking retarded. I am not happy about that. Will you fuck off? I said fuck off. Don't touch me again. You piss off with your stupid fucking shoulder check. Such bullshit. Cannot fucking believe that. I'm never gonna get good at running through places without fighting dudes at this rate. Stop doing that. Fucking hell. Play now. Yes! Okay. Swig before something fucking hits me. Like that. Alright. Fuck this noise. I'm out. Lost enough in pursuit of this stupid crossbow. How much can I... Hang on. Excuse me. Suppose that's what you all came here to see. He died and lost all his shit and got angry. Well, I mean, if it's entertaining, I guess that's fine. Just gotta try not to fucking lose my shit like that.
Well, how about leaving?
Oh yeah, that's right, he takes the occult ember.
I find it strangely fascinating.
Sure.
Yes. Well, thank you. This ember really is something special. I'm already under its spell. I sense great potential indeed.
Yeah, so occult weapons made with the dark ember have that dark circle damage buff of 110, and that's bonus damage against specific enemies, one of which is the final boss. So I want to reinforce weapon. So let's get Evelyn up and kind of see where we're at with it. Let's kind of see how it stands up. I don't actually know. I've never used it before. If it actually uses 3 ammo per shot.
Don't get yourself.
Whoops, that's not what I meant to do.
Well, hello again.
Yeah, it's been all odd jobs so far this stream, hasn't it? I don't know if that was as many as I needed. Hang on. No, I need one more. Hang on.
Don't get yourself.
Hey, I know, you don't want to see me go hollow. Well, too late, because I lost all that humanity. And I'm not going to be able to restore my humanity unless I burn one of my twins, and then I'm probably going to get invaded before I can get to Solaire, because the Kiln of the First Flame is kind of a hotbed.
Well,
Oops, I just need... Damn it. One, please. I think it's a little overzealous with the scrolling sometimes. Modify equipment, Evelyn to +6. Although I guess it might be actually a better PvP weapon because those 3 bolts would probably stagger someone a lot faster. I need 3 large titanite. Hang on, I guess we're gonna have to pay another visit to the giant blacksmith. I only really got the 2 yeah, because I bought the ones from Patches and got the ones from wherever else. And then I lost them all because of some bullshit. Chamber of the Princess. Oops, missed my elevator. Oh, that's right, I bought the... Hang on, wait till we're done with the elevator. I bought the giant leggings because I think they actually had the same weight as the paladin leggings. No, they are considerably heavier, so never mind. Yeah, they're the same weight as the golem leggings. I don't think the golem leggings can be upgraded though because they're pre-DLC boss armor. So I guess we'll stick with the paladin pants. Carl Paladin pants. Kinda like that. It's silly. And then I think I had 1 titanite chunk now? Yeah, okay. So I guess we can take Evelyn to +11. Or I could make it a lightning weapon. I could actually do that here. Because he's the one who does the lightning upgrades. That's actually kind of tempting. Purchase item, 3 of these. Then reinforced weapon. 1 to +10. Modify equipment to lightning Evelyn. 3 + 96 lightning damage. Alright. So we now have a lightning crossbow and a fire crossbow. That's neat. So he's also the one who converts, who makes boss weapons. Right now, you have to have, unless it's a catalyst like these, you have to have it at +10 to upgrade it into a boss grade weapon. And then he's got the lightning and crystal as well. Anything else you've got? Twinkling Titanite, which I have lots of. Oh yeah, we have new pants. And they cost Twinkling Titanite, so we'll probably max those out. Cool, now we actually have some defense for Carl. Hooray! Not so much the baggy pants anymore, but I'm okay with that. Alright. So, first hour of the stream, running odd jobs and errands. So, actually, let me test that now that I've got it. How much does it weigh, comparatively? So I kind of based my pant upgrade on... It weighs 1 more, so... if we put them both on at the same time... Okay, so does this consume 3 ammo, or just 1? It does consume 3 ammo. Alright, Lizard Men will actually be a good test for this, though, so let's see how that works. So lots and lots of testing. First, we'll bait them out here. Kill one of them with the trap so I can focus. Or near enough, anyways. Now, where's Tweedledum? Alright, so attack me. Ooh, okay, so it tracks as it fires. That's interesting. Okay, so 139 damage altogether. And then 208 damage in 1 shot. I I could definitely see the Evelyn as a PvP weapon, though. Okay, I do want to restore my humanity so that Solaire can come in and fight the last boss with me, because he's a bro. And we went to all that trouble. Okay, and warping to Firelink Shrine. But for now, my heavy crossbow, fully upgraded to fire plus 10, is doing more damage, so we'll take Evelyn off. And we will switch back to the Wolf Ring, which I think actually puts me at a decent poise with the... it's not the ideal poise, but it's decent. With the Wolf Ring and the Paladin Pants. Wake up.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Well and wide awake. Do not treat me like an old withering snake.
Alright.
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
You know what? While I'm here, toss that in your gullet. And...
The beings who possess these souls have outlived their usefulness, or have chosen the path of the wicked. As the primordial serpent, I implore you to defeat them and claim their souls. Let there be no guilt. Let there be no vacillation.
Alright, so we've done that. So take me to the
Very
kiln.
well. Then stay still for a moment.
Worth noting is that if the gate's open and Frampt is not here, which he might be if you warp out of the kiln while he's still down there, you can just jump down the hole to get back here. Blah. Now, did he say anything now that I'm here with all the souls? No. Okay. What about after I kindle it? Alright, offer souls to Lord Vessel. So, just like kindling any other bonfire, igniting the Lord Vessel with the 4 Lord Souls will act as kindling it, so for each one you get another 5 Estus out of it. So you can always be able to go to the final boss with a full 20 Estus. Oh god, natural light! It's blinding! Now, does it say something different now that it's open?
The Lord Vessel is satiated.
Ah, there it is.
Magnificent. You are the righteous successor to Gwyn, the new great lord, and I am King Seeker no more. Your acquaintance was an honor. I must admit, I am fond of you humans. May you enjoy serendipity, and may the age of fire perpetuate.
Alright. So, he told us that we were going to succeed Lord Gwyn, become the Great Lord, which we have now done, that we've satiated the Lord Vessel. And then we have to link the fire in order to cast away the dark and the undead curse. And I'm probably going to get invaded real fast. I guess we'll see. Oh. Right, the Black Knights have pretty good fire resistance, so I don't want to... Shit. I'm hoping to get behind him. There we go. And these guys are tougher than the ones that you find throughout the game proper. But at this point, you're much better outfitted yourself, so they're not nearly as bad. Miss me. Oopsies. Yeah, and you can also, and unlike the other Black Knights in the game, the group that you can find down here will respawn. So you can farm them for Titanite chunks and for the Dark Knight, or the Black Knight weapons, if you want one and didn't get it throughout the game normally. This deep and I haven't been invaded yet. Guess maybe people have gotten bored of it. Yeah, now these guys have pretty good fire resistance, so that's probably not going to do a lot. Okay. Took a hit, but it's not the end of the world. And here we have the Black Knight armor. So if you ever wanted to dress up as one of them... Ooh, what did you drop me? Another junk. Cool. Where are they? Where is it? Okay, Helm of the Black Knights who haunt Lordran. Knights who followed Lord Gwyn when he departed to link the fire, but they were burned to ashes in the newly kindled flame, wandering the world as disembodied spirits ever after. But they were... Okay, there's a comma in that one, but not the other ones. The knights pursued Lord Gwyn when he departed to link the fire, but they were burned to ashes. No, it says this. Oh, it's just shifted because there's a... Yeah. So... So these guys tried to follow Lord Gwyn, but they were just knights. They weren't lords. So when the first flame was kindled, they got scorched black, which is actually why they have good fire resistance. Slayer, you made it, buddy. Come on, let's finish this together, bro. Coming? Yeah, he's coming. Whoa. That was a lot higher than I thought he could... Oh, please don't send Solaire off the edge. That would be fucking the worst. Okay, I should handle these guys so Solaire doesn't get beat all the help. Oh, hey, somebody else is here. There we go. Well, I appreciate the effort there, Solaire. But yeah, this is another fight that's nice to have a friend for. Who else we got here? You know what? Just me and Solaire. We're gonna do this together as bros. Alright, top up. And so... here we go. The end of our long journey. And Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, is here waiting for us, guarding the first flame. And he's also got good fire resistance. Why did I make it a fire upgrade? What's wrong? Oh, hey. Yeah. But he's very, very good at punishing you. If you make a misstep, or if you try to heal, he will be on you like that, unless you can successfully position yourself between something and him. However, he's also very, very susceptible to parrying, much more so than any other boss in that size. And once again, we're gonna finish this with the crossbow, or he's gonna keep jumping around. Thanks, Solaire. Yeah. When you're by yourself, he's pretty difficult unless you're good at parrying. But if you got a friend to hold him down, you can kick his shit in pretty hard. Fare thee well, Solaire. It's been fun. So now, here we are in the kiln of the first flame. And here is the first flame itself that we are set to link. You can see there's a little bit of fire lurking around here So now, we fulfill our fate, as told by Kingseeker Frampt. Oh no, my chest hair! So we did it. The Age of Fire continues. But what became of us? Well, we died. We got burnt to a crisp. So in succeeding Lord Gwyn, we suffered the same fate as him, becoming fuel for the fire and becoming an empty shadow of what we once were. So the Age of Fire gets to persist. The undead curse, supposedly, is lifted, but we kind of got dicked over there, because Frampt didn't tell us that we were going to be burnt to death and become an empty, soulless shell like Gwyn did. So, there's clearly more that we weren't told. And that's where the other ending comes in, and that's where we're going to go for New Game Plus, since I still haven't started practicing speedruns. Well, it lets me continue the story of Carl, who I've grown quite attached to. Anyway, we'll skip the credits because you don't want to see that. So we begin New Game Plus back where we started in the first place.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
Yeah, we've seen that before. So, grab the key. Get out of the cell. Switch to that. And run past all this garbage because we've seen it before. And then, like I said, the stray demon is lumbering around off to the side there. So, I guess for the next hour of this stream, we'll just see how much of New Game Plus we can plow through. So, Asylum Demon's up there. Thing is, though, New Game Plus, the enemies are harder, but we are also equipped right now, so I am just gonna wreck his shit. Because I've still got my weapon. And if you kill him without going through the side passage first, you get the Demon's Great Hammer. So we already have the sword and shield, so I'm just going to run this guy down. The first part of New Game Plus tends to be considerably easier than the end game of the normal playthrough, just because you are really well equipped and prepared to handle it all. Yeah, and unfortunately you do need to come here to get the keys. Then we can open the door. But we can still hear the lumbering steps of a stray demon down below. Getting those 6 speedrunner strats. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't practiced that yet. But anyways, in order to access the other ending, we need to go... we need to get to the point where we have the Lord Vessel, but we need to give it to someone else. Yep, seen that. doing that. We do have a lot of souls, though, so let's spend those. Perfect. Alright, we've talked to him already. So, we will grab the humanity. Let's see if I'm any good at just running past dudes. Wow, I just straight face tanked that. See how far they want to chase me. The one thing that later Souls games did better than the original, and they didn't change it for the remaster, is in New Game Plus there are some slightly better or different items, and particularly soul items. There are upgraded versions thereof that give you more souls than the ones you would find in a regular playthrough. Excuse me. Not sure how well that would go over in regular New Game. So we are just gonna face tank that. Deliberate damage. The good shit. Blam. And once we go through the fog, all those guys chasing us are no longer a problem. And I'm guessing if this was an actual speedrun, I wouldn't bother with the crossbow dudes, because going up the ladder is a pain in the ass. Well, I wouldn't do so until I'd lured the Taurus demon so that I could kill them and plunge attack him at the same time. So let's do it that way. And plunging attack is probably the best way to do a big chunk of damage right out of the gate. Ooh, wow, that was almost half his health bar. But it's probably faster to hack at his shins. As you can. Blammo, done. Victory achieved. Humanity and a homeward bound. Oh, that wasn't even 10 minutes. I imagine that would actually be harder in New Game, at least for the early game sections like this. We have already spoken to Solaire and gotten the soapstone, so we'll let him be. But I will duck down here. Whoops. Just in case I fuck this up. And I imagine if I was more practiced, I wouldn't have to worry about that. But I'm gonna have that open and I don't even. No, I did because I got the enemies off my back that way. Right. So slip in here. Let him torch the bridge dudes. Because his damage is increased, so they'll still all get killed. Gotta wait for him to come down. I can run to the bonfire. Yeah, and I've never actually managed to kill the Hellkite Drake on New Game Plus. So, I'm not really sure. Alright, so tag the bonfire. Throw the switch. And let's see if I can actually manage to run past the pig this time. Because that's something I'm going to need to learn how to do if I'm going to speedrun this in the future. Let's bait him over here. And, ow. Come on, go, up, run. And he's going to throw the switch, and that's going to... Oh, shit, the pig followed me. Okay, forget it. We made it, though. We did make it. So... I'm going to call that a success. And we still have 17 Estes too, so... Well. And once again, I imagine in a real speed run, I wouldn't be shortcutting here. I'd be running straight for the boss, as before. But this isn't really a speed run. And you know what? Let's get rid of beef jerky, Carl. Alright, on we go. So, yeah, I managed to get past the pig without dying. If this were not New Game Plus and I had upgraded shit, that probably would have killed me, getting hit by it twice like that. So, something to practice for sure. We also have this big dude here. We are going to ignore to grab Firekeeper's Soul, because Estus can max out at +7, and we're currently only at +5, and I've been invaded already. I don't think those guys can actually follow me up here. Whoa. Oh, really? That's how you're gonna play it? Yes, you're getting addicted. So note to self, when speedrunning, don't ever restore humanity. Because that was some bullshit. Dropping on me right on the ladder after I'd tried to run through the guys, and how did they do so much fucking damage to me? Like, 2 swings from those guys have taken off almost all my health. I don't know what happened there. Because it definitely wasn't the big guy that hit me. Please get your hitbox out of my way. Oh yeah, climb ladders too. Can't believe he just fucking spawned right in front of the boss door. That's pretty stupid. Maybe they always spawn there, I don't know. It's still stupid. It's running through a boss fog is one of the ways to get rid of an invader. But if they spawn the invader in front of the boss door, well, then that's stupid. And you can still cut the tails off in New Game Plus. Come on, there we go. Ow. I'm okay, that's fine. Why didn't that lock up? Boom, done. Did I buy a master key? I did not buy a master key. Okay, so it looks like I can't skip, Blighttown. Well, so much for this being a speedy New Game Plus run. Because if I had the Master Key, I would just bypass Blighttown and the depths entirely. And if this were a speed run, I would 100% be doing that. But I forgot to buy the Master Key from the merchant in before I finished New Game, so I guess we're not actually making the speed run out of this. Not Sinned, Learn Gesture, I already knew that one. Then I can actually buy these rings that I didn't have before. And I'm not a spellcaster, so...
Thou art welcome.
Yeah, laugh it up. So... There you go. Those guys are still coming. Alright, well, let's skip this garbage. Oh, no humanity. Can I grab a level? Yes, I can. Sweet. And we're not gonna go that way. I don't have the master keys, so we're not skipping Depths or Blighttown. So that also means we have to go through the lower Undeadburg to get to fight the Capra Demon, to get the key to the Depths, to go to the Depths and fight Gaping Dragon to get the key to Blighttown. What's the fastest? No, I guess it is this way. Oh, that's right. I did not deal with you. What the fuck, dude? That's annoying. Don't do that, please. And I didn't kill the caster because I ran past all that, so... just gonna have to fight these guys out from under stabbing distance. And of course this all looks easier when I've got the fully upgraded stuff. And Pig's not dead either. Okay, so there's the basement key. So I guess I'd want to come back this way instead of lingering. So let's run for it. Come back down here. Where are these guys? Hey, hey, cut that out. Oh shit. Okay, this just got more frustrating. Okay, basement for the lower Undeadburg. Yeah, those are going to be some words you're going to be hearing a bunch from me for part of New Game Plus. If this was a speedrun, I'd have probably done this. But it's not. If this were a speedrun, I wouldn't be here at all. But like I said, I needed to practice a bunch of things. Now that said, should actually be able to handle these dogs nice and easy. Thanks to my crossbow. Hey. Why are you not getting hit by that, please? Okay. Now, let's see if I can stab him through this door. Okay, that's one. It's two. And this guy's gonna... that was kind of bullshit. Yeah, put your shit away, dude. Okay. Hang on, dog's gonna run at me. Both of them. And you can put that away. And there's another dog. That's one dog. Ow. Where's the other dog? Okay, there we go. Alright, Capra Demon should be a cakewalk now. So that wasn't a proper plunging attack. Whoop, foliage. Watch it. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's all mine. Oh, I better go back to Firelink then. Yeah, any good speed run would just use the master key to bypass depths in Blighttown entirely. I think I said that like 3 times already. So I apologize for sounding like a broken record. But it was kind of dumb of me not to go ahead and buy the master key when I said I could. So, if I can get to Quelaag and ring the second bell of awakening before the end of this stream, I'll be pretty satisfied. But I guess we'll see how that... Oh, is that a... I think that one's a humanity. I'll just grab that real quick. Oh, no, it's the Soul of the Lost Undead. The rat dropped a humanity. And... dead. Good job. Where does that even put me? I don't have fast travel. So... we'll go this way. Out of the way, asshole. I said out of the way. Friggin' dancing around me. Hey, guess what? I have a crossbow too, assholes. Hey now. Get that out. Alright. Gate's still open. So. Running! Oh, fuck. I hope the pig doesn't. It does. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Yeah, and that's another. And I imagine that's going to be another risk I encounter when I'm practicing speedrunning. If you're running through areas quickly and not killing things, then you're going to have to deal with things that you haven't killed when you're going back. Although I guess part of the speedrun planning would involve minimizing backtracking through areas that you've already run through. You don't have to deal with the same enemies that have gathered up behind you. Yeah, and like I pointed out, even if you don't rescue him, Lautrec shows up. But I can use that Firekeeper Soul to get to +6 Estus. And then...
you leave me no choice. This is out.
Bye. Yeah, and if you come back to the spot where he died, you can get the Ring of Favor and Protection again. But yeah, no killing the Firekeeper for you this time. And her souls are somewhere up here. Where I fell off, probably inside the sewer tunnel. Yep. How many is that? 59,000. Glad I got those back. And we tagged Firelink, so that means we got 20 Estus again. Put those on because we're going into poison areas. Yep, still into Carl. Alright. Some blooming. And then get the drop on you. Or not. I meant to do that. Onward! Alright, so running past dudes. Yeah. Well, actually, this isn't a place where I need to practice that, because this is a place I would not be in. God damn it. Let me actually... Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't need to practice running past this mob. Although I think I did a pretty good job of it up on the bell tower, frankly. For having not practiced. Yeah. The other thing about New Game Plus is because the embers are key items, you have to collect them again if you want to continue weapon upgrading in New Game Plus. I'm just gonna beat up the butcher as I can. And I think that was something my friend who has done speedruns mentioned to me. Is because you're skipping deaths, you're also skipping the large ember, which probably means that you want to grab a weapon that doesn't require it. So a boss, or not a boss, a special weapon like a Black Knight weapon. Oh, you're not dead. Now you are. And we got the key. And a humanity. And the soul of a nameless soldier. And now that we're here, we can take a shortcut. And you should glue yourself to the left wall. And you just slide down here. And slip back up this stairwell. Open this door. And that way leads to the Rat Brigade. Use the sewer chamber key. Get to the bonfire. And since I can, I will grab another level, get a little bit more damage. And that's all. And I still have more Estus now than I would if I had just been playing normally and kindled that bonfire. But I only have 10. Now we can run straight at Gaping Dragon. That rat out of my way. Yeah, and just about everything in New Game Plus is worth between 2 and 3 times. No, I think it is just 3 times. 3 times as many souls as they were, so if you're getting a high level in New Game and having a hard time getting enough souls to level, going to New Game Plus can give you higher soul payouts, even against weaker enemies. You've seen this before? I do love the music here, though. Oh, fuck, because I didn't kill the sorcerer. Forgot about that. Okay, jumping. Ow. New Game Plus isn't really super great for speedruns either, because everything has so much more health, so the bosses take longer. Just don't go too far out and I should be able to duck the sniper. Oh god. Careful. Kill with 100 perfectly timed weapons in a row. So I'm not taking any chances with that tail stump because my friend and I got killed by it once. Somehow doing more damage without the tail than with it. Somehow. Oh! Of course, the sorcerer can buff the Gaping Dragon too. Well, again, in a proper speedrun, I wouldn't have to deal with this at all, so it wouldn't matter. Man, I wouldn't even think of that. Ow! Oh god, oh god. That's... please spit me out, please spit me out. I didn't realize that was a grab attack. I thought it was just a swipe. Man, I'm learning all kinds of stuff. Whoa. Alright, Carl, you can do this. Almost there. There we go. Done. Okay. Win humanities. I mean, the next boss is actually Quelaag, so even without having skipped Blighttown, we're doing this pretty good. Okay, it is this way. And then we go this way for Blighttown. Oh, I already own the bottommost box. Well, I'll take those anyway. Because why not? Oh, actually. You have... What do you have for ammo? A standard heavy... Oh, that's a lot. I don't need that many. But let's just have some more since we basically stopped using standard bolts. We're not really using the lightning bolts. We should have been during that boss fight, but oh well. Alright, Carl. To Blighttown once more. Okay, and then since we're not being as meticulous, we can probably get through Blighttown in less than half an hour. Ow. It's fine, we're fine. And we already have the rusted iron ring from before, so we can do this pretty quick. But yeah, I'd be coming in the back door. And typically, even if I'm not speedrunning and I'm on New Game Plus, I'll just come in the back door. Anyways. Just because it saves a hassle. But I forgot to get the master key, so here we are. Yeah, and again, New Game Plus... Oh goodness, that was close. I thought I was going to slip through that gap. Yeah. here's probably where it's going to start and get a little harder because the enemies are a bit tougher. Can you please actually hit him and not die to toxic? Hang on. Oh, that's right, I equipped them. Specifically because I knew that. Whoops. Oh well. It's probably going to be enough. Yeah, if I had taken the shortcut, I'd probably be to En's Fortress by now. There we go. I don't even remember if you can backstab these guys or not. You can. There's the bonfire. And there's me falling to my death, probably. Oh, shit, I survived. Drink, 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 please. I'm surprised I survived that, but okay. I'm not gonna complain. Okay, take this bonfire. And, oh, hey. We got some people following us. Well, not following us, but... And then we got the dogs. Come on. Behave yourself. And we're toxic again. So we'll top up here. Yeah, we're just gonna skip most of this noise. Much of it as we can, anyways. There's probably gonna be dudes chasing me. So you know what? Hey, Fatso, let's just not have the conversation. Let's just be on our way. Whee. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a bit precarious, but it's fine. Now we can just start running down the ladders. I guess one of the toxic snipers fell. Ah, sucks to be him. Perhaps he was trying to chase me. Well, no, he would have stayed on his perch. But perhaps in trying to maneuver for a better shot, he fell off. Or maybe somebody else ran into him, I don't know. Whoa, hey. You guys need to relax more than a little bit. Oh. Oh, there's another one. That is not the way down, that is the Falchion. And Wanderer outfit. Yep, right here. Now we'll just pop down and whoops! Great. Well, that sucks. Okay, let's try that again, preferably without stupid. One of the blow dart snipers fell off at least, so there's at least a little less toxic to go around. Come on, guys. Behave yourself. Okay, and busted. Moving right along. Okay. Continue. moving right along. And this one, not an easy to jump down safely, so we'll ladder it. Yeah, I know you're chasing me. I know you're a bunch of assholes. Get over it. Okay, and then pop down here, down here, down here. And let's do that without falling off this time. I don't actually know where my stuff landed. Shit. Hang on. Please don't do that while I'm on a ladder. Oh, it's back there. Okay, well, let's retrieve it. And we are just gonna leave you guys where you fell. Fucking skiers. Okay, we're going this way here. And rusted iron ring. Alright, still got 15 minutes left. We can get Quaylag and get out of here. And then when we get to the point where we're ready to seek out the alternate ending, we'll slow it down a bit. But first we need to get to the Lord Vessel. But it looks like that's not going to happen today. But perhaps Friday we'll be in position. Anyway. Let's run over here. Still poisoned. Oh well. Well, when we start picking up Titanite chunks, we can actually maybe use those to upgrade Evelyn all the way. Or Evelyn? Evelyn? Whichever. Okay, and we're gonna remove the poison because we have lots and lots of that. Probably from the forest. Spent a lot of time killing trees. Yeah. So, Quaylag, let's rumble. And because I like you guys, I'm not skipping the amazing chest. Oh, boobs with no nipples. So risky. Risque. Actually, the hair could be covering nipples, but somehow I figure her model doesn't actually have any. Yeah, that's not gonna do anywhere near enough damage to be reliable. Because she's fireproof. Which makes her kind of a bane for soul level 1 runs, because your primary source of damage is pyromancy. Whoa. We're doing alright though. In fact, I think we're doing more damage to her per hit than we were to Gaping Dragon. Maybe about the same. Orphees. Yeah, I'm almost making this look like a joke. Oh, that did more. Must have hit her in the face or something. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, careful, careful, careful. Okay, we're good. Oh, that's an interesting detail. She actually grabs onto the spider half when it's doing the explodey thing. Alright. That's her dealt with. So let's go ring that bell. Then we'll see her sister again. Woo! Oh, wait a minute. I was supposed to ring the bell before I came down here. Oh well.
Oh, dear.
Yes. Yep, out of the way. Shoo. Shoo. Man, it takes so long for him to do that. Anyway, I think I actually have enough for a couple levels now. Let's grab a couple more. And we will re-enter your covenant. But we don't have any humanity to offer, and we can't fast travel right now, so we're just gonna head on out. And unfortunately I can't homeward bone back to the other bonfire, because I saved at that one to level up. And I didn't actually ring the fucking bell. So that's brilliant. Oh, wait a minute, the bell's actually up here. I'm gonna get Carl, never claimed to be a smart man. Somebody else will hear that ringing. And the homeward bone is nice, but that would just take me back to the fair lady. Yeah, so we've basically given up standard bolts for heavy bolts at this point. Because now that we're flush with souls, we can afford the better ammunition consistently. And then we'll just start stocking up lightning bolts the way we did heavy bolts during the base playthrough. So, we're gonna get up and out of Blighttown and back to Firelink Shrine, and then we're probably gonna call it a stream. Because not only did we beat the game, but we also got almost halfway through New Game Plus. Well, I guess maybe a quarter of the way, because ringing the 2 bells isn't actually a halfway point. Clearing and Orlando is about the halfway point, so I guess with Sen's Fortress, I guess is maybe a third. Regardless, next step is to continue onward to Orlando, beat it, get the Lord Vessel. And then once we have the Lord Vessel, we're not going to talk to Frampt. Instead, we're going to do something else. But we still need to go and get the Lord. Actually, that's not entirely true. You can do it without first getting the Lord Vessel, because it's based on defeating a specific boss before placing the Lord Vessel. So you can do it before or after you've obtained the Lord Vessel, just so long as you do it before you talk to Frampt, go down to the Kiln of the First Flame, and place the Lord Vessel. It's just easier to get the Lord Vessel first because that lets you fast travel. You know what, just in case we screw up, I'm gonna leave the rusted iron ring on. You've seen better days, Carl. All beef jerky and such. But I suppose, I guess, if I hadn't piddled about the way I did earlier in this stream, all it really would have been the new boss. I think I'm gonna skip getting that Firekeeper soul because I can get another one later, one that doesn't involve having to go through more toxic sniping. So yeah, just gonna take a nice leisurely walk back up and out of Blighttown. And we're just gonna ignore these guys. Because they... whoa. Because they're just gonna be a pain in the ass at this point. So we'll come back out the back way. I don't know how far they're actually willing to follow me. But yeah, my main point about soul items is that this large soul of a nameless soldier, like, still gives you the same amount as it did in New Game, when there's really not, or rather, you need a lot more souls to really get anywhere. So that was something that Dark Souls 2 and 3, and I believe Bloodborne did it as well, did better. Was the New Game Plus adding new items or more soul to the soul items. And then there's also some different enemy placements and better rings in the other games. A little bit like the original Legend of Zelda, come to think of it, where you do the Master Quest and everything's different. I've never actually played the New Game Plus, I guess, the original New Game Plus on the original Legend of Zelda. Actually, even the original Super Mario Brothers had kind of a New Game Plus, because it would basically replace all of the Goombas with Buzzy Beetles. Anyway, we're gonna tag Firelink. You know what? We still got a couple of minutes, so why don't we... is there anything I want to give to Framped? Up a lot of humanity along the way here, since I haven't been spending it.
I am the primordial. I do you very well.
Yeah, you can talk to Framped, just so long as you don't give him the Lord Vessel. Oh, you can continue pursuing. And another thing that you can also do if you're skilled early game is rush through the catacombs and kill Pinwheel for the Rite of Kindling. Which I don't think I can do in 3 minutes, but it is something you can do early game and get the Rite of Kindling and fire weapons within like the first 15 minutes of a game, if you so desire. And I don't know why I was going this way, because that does not lead to the parish, and correspondingly... Oh hey, they're all still here.
I am Petri.
He says his original dialogue line. Copper coin, why not? Yeah, and those guys tell me to not be rude around Milady. She actually turns out to be pretty nice in the end after she's gotten a bit of humbling from losing her friends and being abandoned by Petrus. She shares more powerful miracles with you. And the magic sniper's still up there. We did kill the armored did I just see? Oh, that's weird. I thought I saw something out the window. Hey now. Behave yourself. Yeah, and that bell's still going off. There's still people doing new runs even now. And I even heard the bell ring when I was down at Quaylog's place, so still lots and lots of people playing it, which is a big part of why I said the remaster was worth it. is the community coming to it, and the dedicated servers making it a lot easier, both for good and for ill, because griefers are still going to be around. Anyway, we've made it back to Sun's Fortress, so I think we're going to catch you next time, and hopefully we can get through Anor Londo nice and quick, and then proceed to pursue that alternate ending. But for now, Carl will see you guys next time.